Testing. Testing.
Many years ago, this many years ago,
All right, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Danya Allah coming back again with another lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to the hopeful elect brothers and sisters that believe in this truth and that fear in the names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. And basically, I entitled this live stream, Encanto, which is a trailer for a Disney movie, which I believe is coming out this month, right? Teaching children, about witchcraft, man. Teaching children of Santaria, okay, which is witchcraft. That's the Spanish, so-called Spanish version of witchcraft, which you have a lot of Northern Kingdom that do that. Especially Simeon, right? Simeon, which is the so-called Dominicans, right? Which that's a part of the prophecy too of Simeon and Levi, which are the so-called Haitians, right? They have those secret assemblies, right, where they perform rituals and magic. And this is a trailer by Disney Channel. So it's a Disney Channel is known for pushing the left-handed vibration on children, you know. But hey, you have it. You have that vibration with the Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, you so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. But then you also have it for the Northern Kingdom, for the so-called Latinos and Native Americans. Okay, the indigenous peoples of America, so-called, right? Which are the tribes of Israel. So, um, just starting off, let's share this screen. Right, and let's go to. Let me see. You got this Disney movie, which was pushing for um, the Southern Kingdom, right? Right. So here you got the Princess and the Frog, right? So the Southern Kingdom here. This is taking place in New Orleans, where of course they perform voodoo, obia, whatever form of witchcraft they call it, man. And in here you have over here on the left you have the voodoo priestess, right? And this guy over here on the right they call the shadow man, which is he does voodoo. Okay, so the same thing, and they use characters, okay, to have an appeal to particular tribes, man. Right? So let's so enough of that. Let's get um this trailer here real quick. It's only 2 minutes long, and I don't own the rights to this video. I'm only using this for educational purposes, right? So let's get this trailer.
Many years ago, this candle blessed our family with a miracle. Our house, our casita, came to life with magic. Hola, casita. Boys! Boys! Hello! In time, every member of our family
Cecilia, up top!
was given their own magical gifts.
I understand you. I'm not super strong like Luisa.
The donkey's got allergy.
Or effortlessly perfect like Señorita Perfecta Isabella. Well, why am I the only one that didn't get a gift? They're just as special as anyone else in this family. You just filled my hand with an arepa con queso.
Casita.
What's going on?
The magic is in danger.
We gotta get out of here!
We must protect our home. We must protect our family.
This is my chance. I will save the magic. Wait, how do I save the magic?
I'm losing my gift! The fate of the family is gonna come down to you.
I can't do this.
Let me help you. The rats told me everything. Don't eat those.
Even in our darkest moments, there's light.
You least expected.
Right. So you see, the movie is called Encanto. Real quick, this which is Spanish. Let's get the Spanish word. I typed in here Encanto in the Spanish dictionary, and it says here a charm. A charm, and it says right here in quotations, enchantment, a spell, right? So here it is, which spells and charms and enchantments go back to what? Witchcraft. So Disney influences, or they try to they influence kids to be into witchcraft and to be into magic, which is completely against the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, right? And they have this pushing towards our people. So of course, the different actors that they commission to be the voices of these different movies. Okay, they're taking they're aiding and pushing this out towards our people. Now I'm not even sure who's the cast of that. Let's see real quick. Cast. Who's the cast of the Captain? So the main voice for the main character, you got Stephanie Beatriz. But from what I'm seeing, this is Jake. Beatriz. Argentina, so it's so-called naphthalite, right? Is a Jake, right? You got John Luguizamo from Bogota, Colombia, from the tribe of Asher. Another Jake, which yeah, this is he's a actor in a bunch of movies. So um, then you got so all the voices here are who? They're Israelites, man. They're Jakes. So here they are causing their people to err. Let's get the scripture real quick. Um, let's get that precept real quick. It's Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. It says, "As for my people, um, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them." Right. So in the society that we're in, women are at the forefront of everything. Okay, they are given more power than men. Okay, more rights than men. It says, "Oh my people, they which lead thee, these actors, these superstars, right? These famous people, right? Hey, in this case, these famous Latinos, right? These famous so-called Latinos, okay? They're being used to push forth this devil's wicked agenda, all right, and to push forth that antichrist mindset and lifestyle, okay, here in America, all right, and particularly witchcraft, man, right? It says, "O my people, they which leads thee cause thee to err, and destroy the ways of thy past." So they try to start early, man. They try to push and that vibration on children, okay, early, so that hey, man, when they older, they'll be readily to accept, okay, that Satanism, man, right? So now going back here, one thing you notice too, because
Bless
we'll get this scene here again, right?
many years ago, this candle blessed our family with a milk.
Right. It said many years ago, this candle blessed our family with a miracle, right? So, hey, you got miracles on the right hand and miracles on the left hand, right? The magi of ancient Egypt, they were able to do some of the same things as Moses, right? But certain things they couldn't do, okay? Because the right hand is more powerful than the left hand in terms of spiritual power, right? So here it is. She's talking about this candle, okay, which has enchantments and spells coming from it that created their magical house, right? And they use these type of candles in Santaria, right? Which is or Santaria brujeria, which is witchcraft, right? Let me see if I can find. Oh man, and this is what this whole place is all about, man. Witchcraft, okay, lies, murders, everything that's against the Most High, right? And this place claims to be a God-fearing country. They swear by, like the scriptures say, they swear upon the Lord's name falsely, right? They swearing on the Bible. But here it is, and I'm gonna look this. We're gonna look up this statistic. um, Let me grab this real quick. Keep that up. go here because that candle that she was using, or I guess they would call it a candelera in Spanish, right? They use people who practice this witchcraft use that, okay, in order to cast spells on people. You know, I was doing my research. I was came across what is this? Fun. Slovakia. Looking for a second. I can't find. Here it is. Right. So, not even gonna play this video. This is some bullshit, man. Right. So, in this video, you got these candles that you get from what you call a botanica, right? Botanica is like let's just look up what a botanica is. This is on the Northern Kingdom side, right? Here we go. A botanica. It says a shop that sells herbs, charms, and other religious spiritual items, especially those associated with Santaria, right, which is witchcraft, right? A shop that deals in herbs and charms used specifically for followers of Santaria. So those who do the witchcraft, man. Okay, so they got herbs, they got charms, they probably got stones there too, right? And different what do you call those things? Uh, Fetishes. They call it fetishes, objects of excitement that they use in their different rituals or whatever, right? Um, but you get these candles from a botanica, and you could type in the search bar, and you could find botanicas in your city, man. Botanicas. And hey man, I ain't promoting this shit, man. But this is the hypocrisy of this devil, man. Here it is. You say that you are a God fearing country, but you allow these occult shops, you allow these witchcraft shops, right? You allow witches to have a 501c3 charter. You allow these things and you promote these things, right? And the Lord's going to destroy this place for that reason, man. Right? So you got, here in our area in Pittsburgh, you got different witchcraft stores and shit, we got a couple in the city or whatever. I'm sure, in bigger cities, like New York or Los Angeles or certain cities, man, you got them there too, man. Right? So we're gonna get the statistic on how many witches are in America. And you know what? Let's get this scripture too, since I mentioned it. Right, and it was using these candles for casting spells on people to control them, right? Control their mind, right? So let's get this precept. Let me see here. Swear with falsely. I know where it's at. It's Zechariah 5. Now, in this, it's talking about the flying roll, which is the chariot of the Most High, so-called UFOs, coming into the house of the thief The house of the thief is America. Okay, who's the thief? Esau Edom, right? What did he steal? He stole people, he stole resources, he stole land. Okay, it says, then said he unto me, this is the curse. Yeah, I read up from the top because there's gonna be a curse, all right, and a plague and a destruction that's coming to America, okay, for its witchcraft and for it, all the different abominations, okay, and filthiness and wickedness of America, man. So this is Zechariah 5:1. I'll start at the top. It says, then I turned and lifted up mine eyes, right, and looked, and behold, a flying roll, right. So this was the shape of that chariot. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. So he's describing how big it was. And he said unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. So this curse is, a curse is to pray evil upon someone, right? So when you have a curse that's evil befalling somebody, so let's just get that word quick in the Strongs. This is the curse. Which that word there for curse is Allah. Okay, oath, covenant, curse. Curse, cursing, oath, swearing. Right, so it shows us this curse 18 times. So, right, basically it's evil that's going to be falling America. The evil is going to be befalling America by way of those chariots, which are the so-called UFOs. And this devil shook, okay, concerning the UFOs, man. And he said unto me, what seest thou? I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. So like I read that. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. So the entire earth is going to be covered up with the chariots of the Most High. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side to it, right? Who stole? This devil, okay? They stole the people of the Most High. They stole the land of the Most High, right? And they stole the lands where the Israelites were situated, right? They stole all the resources. They said they stole everything, right? And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side to it. So who swears upon the Bible, man? These different government officials here in America, they swear in to office, man. You go to court, they make you swear on the Bible, which you're not supposed to do according to the scriptures. I believe that's what in 1 John, it says, and I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. Oh, they try to say, well, America, we're a God-fearing country. Well, if you God-fearing, you wouldn't have all these wizards and sorcerers and fortune tellers and witches everywhere. It says, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. Right? So these chariots are going to come in, and they're going to be shooting fire down here, man. They're going to be destroying before these missiles come and finish up the job, man. So the Lord is going to come with the angels, and he's going to be getting busy, right? But that's the point. This America is a hypocrite, okay? So let's get this right here. I typed this in. It says number of witches in U.S. on the rise, may surpass 1.5 million. So there's a population of 1.5 million people out of, let's see, how many people are in America? Population. So, according to this, it say America's population, which you're not supposed to count the people anyway. Well, it's about 333 million, right? But this is, hey man, this is a large population. Okay. It says a report in the Christian Post contends that the number of witches and Wiccans has dramatically increased since 1990s to the degree that there may be at least 1.5 million, which is probably even more than that, witches in the United States, which is higher than 1.4 million mainline Presbyterians. It says the practice of witchcraft has grown significantly in the recent decades. Those who identify as witches have risen concurrently with the rise of witch aesthetic. Reported the Christian Post in October, citing data from Quartz, Trinity College Study, and the Pew Research Center. It says between 1990s and 2008, the number of Wiccans in the United States grew from 8,000 to 340,000, according to 3 religious surveys conducted in the Trinity College, Connecticut. In addition to Pew Research Center reported 2014 that 4.4% of the population, 1 to 1.5 million Americans identify as Wicca or pagan. Right, so it makes sense that witchcraft and the occult would rise as society becomes increasingly postmodern. Author Julie Roys, formerly of Moody Radio, told the Christian Post, the rejection of Christianity has left a void that that people as inherently spiritual beings will seek to fill. Right. So people are leaving these churches, man, because they don't have it, man. They don't have the Holy Spirit. They don't have the understanding of the scriptures. Now you got people who are leaving the churches and turning unto righteousness, right? Which, the majority of us have came out of what? Christianity, right? Which that's a lower form of Satanism, okay? And then you got others who are coming out and doing what? Going right into witchcraft. They're leaving the churches and to try and fill, especially Jake, man, to try and fill that void, right? Like the scriptures say, basically that what Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the elect have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So you got people that, hey, Jake come out and they come into the real truth of the Most High. And Jake come out and they get even worse. They go further. They go far left, man. You're already on the left side in Christianity, but you go far left, man. Okay. It says no longer is witchcraft. Let me see here. Roy added that the witchcraft is especially attractive to millennials because it has been effectively repackaged. And hey, there you go, right? So that's what we was going into, man. They make this This is witchcraft here, but it's effectively repackaged. They make it seem all cool and fun. And, of course, you're gonna have singing in here, and you're gonna have you know, in these different movies, man. So they repackage it as something else, like they do with these pagan holidays and everything, man. It's the same thing, okay? It's the same thing, different name, okay? Let's go back. It says no longer is witchcraft and paganism satanic and demonic, which it is, said Royce. It's a pre-Christian tradition that promotes free thought and understanding the earth and nature, right? And that's how people view that, okay? So, hey, this devil is tricking people into, dealing with these different things, man. Okay? And a lot of these people know that they worshiping demons, man. Okay? So, that's enough of that, man. All right, so let's get the precepts, man. Because if this was a God-fearing country, then this would happen. Let's get this. With King Josiah, which did a righteous thing by getting rid of all the idols and chopping down all the groves that was where people were worshiping demons in Israel. Second Chronicles chapter 34 and 3. For in the 8th year of his reign, while he was yet young, he began to seek after the power of David, his father. Right, and this is Josiah. In the 20th year, he began to purge, to cleanse Judah and Jerusalem from the high places and groves and carved images and molten images. Right? So you got these different groves and high places and molten images, these idols here in America. You got a extremely large grove called the Bohemian Grove, man. And the elites and the so-called politicians, right? The leaders that rule America, they go there to do witchcraft. Okay? It says, and carved images and molten images, and they break down the altars of Balaam in his presence, and the images that were on high above them, they were doing sacrifices up there. He cut down, and the groves, which that's where the place where trees curve over in the woods, and carve images, the idols, and molten images, right? Which is more idols. He break in pieces and made dust of them, and shrouded it upon the graves of them that had sacrificed unto them. So he got rid of all this witchcraft and idolatry, right? In Israel. It says, and he burnt the bones of the priests upon their altars and cleansed Judah and Jerusalem. And so did he in the cities of Manasseh. So he started with Judah, right? That was doing that witchcraft. And then he came down to Israel, man, the rest of the tribe. And he did so in the cities of Manasseh, Ephraim, Simeon, even unto Naphtali, with the mattocks round about it. So he got rid of all these different idols, man. And when he had broken down the altars and groves and had beaten the graven images into powder and cut down all the idols throughout all Israel, all the land of Israel, he returned to Jerusalem. So if America was a God-fearing country, right? Because notice it says up here, what? He walked in the ways of David, his father. David was a man after the sight of the Most High. Let me read this verse 2. And he did that which was right. Right? It was righteous. This was appealing. This was pleasing to the Heavenly Father. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, and walked in the ways of David his father, and declined neither to the right hand nor the left. Right? So this was a righteous thing he was doing. If America was so righteous, they would do the same thing, wouldn't they? They wouldn't make laws to protect these particular individuals, right? They would get rid of them, right? Let's get this right here. Because according to the scriptures, if someone does this type of stuff, they're supposed to be put to death, according to what the scriptures say. That way, that influence, right, is put out. Okay. It says, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." Okay, so witches are supposed to be put to death according to the scriptures, right? But here in America, they let them live. They give them rights. They let them set up their shops, their botanicas, or their witchy stores, right? There's another law. It says Leviticus 19:31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, so people who are mediums and speaking to spirits of dead family members, right? This is what the what is his name? King Saul did when he went to the witch of Endor to speak to Samuel the prophet that was in the spiritual realm. It says, "Neither seek after wizards to be defiled with them. I am Yahweh, your power." Right? So if you seek after these different wizards and witches and fortune tellers, right? You seek counsel from them or seek any services, you're gonna defile yourself with their sins. Okay? And the Lord is gonna set his face against you, man. Right? Till you be destroyed. Deuteronomy 18. The scriptures is repetitious, man. The Lord's clear about exactly what he wants. Okay. This is Deuteronomy 18 and verse 9. And it says, "Spiritism forbidden." Now, when you speak to certain individuals and you ask them about their beliefs, they'll say either "Oh, I'm spiritual," right? I'm spiritual. Most of the time they're talking about they believe in that witchcraft. Okay, because being truly spiritual is all according to the scriptures. That's what John 6:63. "The words I speak unto you, they are spirit and life." Okay. "These words I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life." These words we're reading right here, the scriptures. All right. So a man that's spiritual, a woman that's spiritual, is according to the scriptures. It says, "When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations." So all these other nations were performing these abominations, were performing witchcraft, and were having sex with animals and performing different sexual sacrifices, whatever madness they were doing. The Lord commanded us not to learn what they were doing. The Lord gave us our own way. Okay, he gave us wisdom to live by. Okay, it says, "There shall not be found among you any that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire." Right? So that would be the sacrificing your children unto Molech. Okay, which these other nations were doing that. They were sacrificing their children, having them to be burned up on the altar to a false god. All right, or really to a demon, man. It says, "Or that uses divination or an observer of times." Right, you got your fortune tellers, Divination just basically means, witchcraft. Or an enchanter, a person who casts spells, or a witch, a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or wizards, or a necromancer, which that's witchcraft dealing with the dead. The word mancer means witchcraft or divination, right? It says, "For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations, the Lord thy power doth drive them out before thee." So, because of all the wickedness and abominations that they were doing in the land of Canaan, known today as Israel, the Lord thrusted the Canaanites out of there, right, and set us up there, right? So if our people do the same thing that the people before did, that caused them to get kicked out, you do the same thing. The Lord's gonna kick you out, right? It says, "Thou shalt be perfect with Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, thy power." It says, "For these nations which thou shalt possess hearkened," right? They took heed to unto observers of times and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy power have not suffered thee so to do. So the Lord didn't want our nation to do this, right? I basically so confused where we have to get though, right? So America is a place. It's a place of witchcraft, man. It runs rampant all throughout here. These different celebrities, the it's known that they are part of this occultist secret society, performing rituals and Satanism, man. Okay, look at Travis Scott, which that's not a surprise, but hey, that judgment, which Yahweh Shema Shah controls both sides, but the people who were dying at this concert had demons hopping on them, man. All right, putting them to death, and that's the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shah. So, right, so we got basically no chat. But let's get this because there's a judgment that's going to be coming, okay, to people into America that do these things, man. It says, amongst our people and amongst all the other nations too, man. This is let's get this. This is Isaiah 47 and 11. It says, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee." Oh, Salaki. Let's start with this one. We're gonna end off with that one. Revelations 21 and 8. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and the whoremongers, and the sorcerers, and the idolaters, and the liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Right? So all those of our people who are doing these things, they're being sorcerers, idolaters, they're worshiping other deities. Okay, they're worshiping idols, right? You being a pimp, this is whoremongers. You murdering people, right? You don't believe in the Most High, okay? Or you don't have any faith, so you're fearful. The Lord's gonna destroy you, man. You're gonna be destroyed with fire and brimstone from the nuclear missiles. Okay, so let's get this. Because when you read up here in Isaiah 47, it talks about what? The virgin daughter of Babylon, the daughter of the Chaldeans. Which the Chaldeans were what? The magicians and witches and warlocks of ancient Babylon. And America is Babylon the Great, but it's the daughter of Babylon. The same vibration of the Babylonians, okay, is here in America. Concerning their witchcraft and as certain scholars call it demonology. It says Isaiah 47 and 1. "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. This is talking about America. Okay, America being destroyed and coming out of power. This devil's coming out of power, man. Right? But I want to skip down to here. Um, because these elites are, they have all these secret councils, right? They conspire together, they breathe together, they agree, they come up with these plans that they all agree upon, okay? And they do all these rituals, okay? They believe that they can stay in power and maintain their power here through these different rituals that they do, the sacrifices that they do on the Satan, right? But the time is coming where none of these incantations, none of this witchcraft is going to help you from the Most High. Okay? Um, where we gonna start? Let me see here. Okay, Isaiah 47 and 11 says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. Right? So we read in Zechariah the 5th chapter about the curse, man. Okay? And it's going to be evil befalling America. Right? Ultimately, the plague, which is what? The nuclear missiles. You ain't going to be able to fight against that. Ain't no enchantment in the world. Okay? That's going to get you out of that, man. Because that is the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, right? Which thou shalt not know, because in their mind they think, oh, we're gonna be here forever, It says, stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so, thou shalt be able to profit. So the Lord is basically saying, come on, stand with your use your enchantments. Okay? See if your enchantments is going to get you out of this one. It said, if so be thou mayest prevail. Right? It says, if so be thou shalt profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. So, if your enchantments are strong enough, okay, you might prevail. You might sustain yourself from the destruction, right? But that's not going to happen. It says, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels, right? Conspiracy. Let now thy astrologers and thy stargazers and monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. So your fortune tellers, your different wise men that read the stars, right? Get them to help you get out of this jam, man. It says, behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them up. Right? Your witches, your warlocks, your stargazers, your monthly prognosticators, right? Your left-hand priests, they gonna get burned up by the fire. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame, the nuclear missiles or thermonuclear missiles, man. Right? Measuring up to 1,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It says, there shall not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit before, because this place is going to be turned into a desert completely. Thus shall they be, thus shall they be unto thee, for whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander everyone to his quarter, none shall save thee. Right. So the different nations that come over here, and we talked about the merchants, uh, to sell their goods, right? It says for they shall wander everyone to his quarter. So all these nations leave. Hey man, you got different businesses that are leaving America and going back to their country. These nations is not gonna be selling their stuff here in America no more. This place gonna be a desert, man. Okay? Right? So that's the point, man. Hey, these devils are hey man, you know, brothers and elders have done videos on, this Travis Scott thing. But these devils are just they're increasing the witchcraft and the left hand vibration. It increases every day, man. And the Lord is gonna come to destroy this place, man. Okay, and the Lord has the days being shortened, as each day goes by, for the sake of the elect to be saved out of here, man. Because we, hey, you know, uh, uh, which I hope to be of the elect. We're sick and tired of this place, man. We're sick and tired of seeing these abominations everywhere, man. We're sighing and crying for all the abominations done in the midst thereof, man. Right? So, hey, the Albashim Shah is coming quickly, though. So, with that, Lord willing, you were edified, man. And, hey, once again, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Yahushai, the ones to the elders and apostles of great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect, and abad babal.